All right, happy Saturday, everyone. I know it's a little bit early to start this week's vlog, but I'm doing something really exciting right now that I really want to share with you, and that is decorating the patio. So we got this outdoor carpeting, it's green, and then we have this table we're gonna put out there, and we're gonna get these two chairs with a couple pillows, and you already know we have to get another plant. So we have this aloe vera, it's gonna look super nice, and we're currently gonna grab some more bricks to put on top of the dirt. So that's the plan right now. I'm gonna show you guys in a little bit what it ends up looking like. All right, so here's what we've got so far. We got this table and chairs. We kind of went with the whites, the greens, and the blues. And then this is all outdoor carpeting, super soft, a lot nicer than concrete. And then we had started putting some bricks down, and that's still dirt underneath, and we kind of just put the extra carpeting there. But the plan is to turn this into like a flower bed, but we don't have that, and we're probably not gonna do that for a little bit. But we did have some extra carpeting, so we kind of just threw it there, but that's definitely not the plan. But yeah, I don't know if you guys remember what it looked like before, but I'll put like a clip like right here. It was kind of just like this concrete area, really messy looking, kind of a waste of space, but now it looks a little bit nicer. The plan is to put some hanging lights kind of around. And then again, that will replace all this with like a flower bed. And so, yeah.
Attached to this double bond will go away, and then
I think Abs is enjoying the new patio area. Studying for my anatomy quiz tomorrow, enjoying some fresh air with Abs. We've got our ice cream and the weather's cooled down a little bit, so we'll probably spend a couple hours out here. And you want to share the good news with them?
Yes, we are eating ice cream to celebrate 20K subscribers.
Yes.
So it's a big deal, big number.
Yes, thank you guys so much. Good morning, everyone. It's about 7:20. I've got a quiz in about 25 minutes, so I'm going to review some stuff. I've got my iced coffee as usual. This week I'm actually experimenting with hazelnut creamer. I like it so far. I took a sip. It's pretty good. But yeah, I need to review some stuff and then take my quiz, and then I'll catch up with you guys right after. By the way, my buddy Eddie got me this book stand, which looks super nice. I really like it on the desk. It kind of like matches everything and makes me look sophisticated. And I actually read the first chapter and the introduction of that book, and it's actually pretty good so far. Excited to read some more. Okay, I finished my anatomy quiz like 10 minutes ago. Super mad, I missed one question, and I could have sworn it was this one answer, but I guess it was the other, and I thought the other answer was specific to something else. But whatever, it's fine. It was a lot more discreet than I thought it was gonna be. I spent a lot of time last night going over like clinical correlations, like a lot of time, and then it ended up being a lot more discreet. It's fine. I got 9 out of 10. Passing is 7 or higher. My school does a pass-fail system, so you just have to maintain that 7 or greater. But yeah, I think I'm gonna watch this week's anatomy lecture really quick, because last week I didn't do that, and I kind of felt like rushed towards the end of the week that I had to like watch it and then like study. So I'm gonna watch this week's lecture, and then I'll move on to actual lecture stuff. So that's the plan. Today's redos are taking forever. There's still like over 200 left to do. All right, I had to rejuvenate myself with some Boom Chicka Pop. It's that popcorn that comes with the purple bag. It's really yummy. And I have an SI from 1 to 2, so I'm gonna try to finish as many of my Anki cards as I can before then, and then SI is from 1 to 2, and then I'll just try to do all new material for the rest of the day, including like Boards and Beyond, new Anki cards, just reading the textbook, and hope it can just be a really productive day. Okay, so I just got done with SI, and I high-key started to feel a little bit overwhelmed. This week is like all metabolism, but it's like a lot. And I started to feel like I didn't really know what I was doing, or I didn't have like a good like plan of getting through the material. And so I kind of took a second to go back through the plan and decide like how I was gonna structure things. And I think I figured it out. So these are the readings I want to do. I haven't really been doing any of the readings. I've just been watching boards, but I feel like with this stuff, since I'm so unfamiliar with it, I just need extra material. And I think this is kind of like the readings that they're having us follow. And I think that'll help me a lot in terms of like guiding the Boards and Beyond material, which I had started the videos, but I felt like I wasn't doing them in any particular order. So now I feel like I have more in order because I can follow this and then do the associated boards videos. So now I have more of a plan. The goal is to get through all of this material, all the readings, the boards videos, the Anki cards, all by Wednesday. That gives me Thursday, Friday, Saturday to like really just go through practice material before I have to start next week's material, which would be like Saturday, Sunday. So yeah, I feel a little bit better, but now I'm like, okay, really gotta buckle down and get this stuff done. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, I actually lied to you guys. As soon as I filmed that, Amazon dropped off the package to my parents' house. I thought it was coming tomorrow, but it just came. So I'm just gonna go pick it up. It shouldn't take more than 45 minutes round trip because I won't really have time to pick it up tomorrow. So I'll go do that and then I'll get back and then we're grinding. All right, that took a lot longer than I anticipated, but what I actually ordered was string lights. So these are going to go out in the backyard. They're solar powered and I think they're just gonna look really, really nice. Also, I got my diploma. Bachelor of Science, Kinesiological Sciences. Apparently I got cum laude, I didn't know that. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I guess I'll have to hang that up somewhere here. Probably wait till Abby gets home because she's a lot better at decor and placement than I am. But for now, I should really get back to studying. Currently at Lowe's right now to get some nails for the lights. Abs run in while I do some wonky cards in the car. See, that's the key to surviving med school. You guys gotta get yourselves a supportive girlfriend because I have no idea what I would do without her. Okay, it's getting pretty late, so I'm gonna head to bed. We put up the lights, but they're not super bright yet because they have to recharge their solar power. So I'll show you guys that tomorrow night. But let me show you guys. So tonight I had actually read these 4 chapters that marked red. So tomorrow I'm gonna go from TSA cycle down to glycogenolysis. So that's about 4 chapters to read. And then I have about 5 Boards and Beyond videos to go with those. And I have to do the Anki cards from the Anki deck. So a lot to do tomorrow. And I have PBL in the afternoon, followed by an SI session. So it's gonna be hard to kind of do all that. So I'll try to wake up early and get a head start. But for now, I'm exhausted. So I will catch up with you guys tomorrow. Oh, and we did hang up my diploma. So now I officially have a degree, which is pretty cool. All right, good morning, everyone. It's a new day, so time to get started. I decided to tune into the live lecture while going through my Anki cards, so multitasking at its finest. Okay, so I finished my new Anki cards, and now I actually left the lecture because we're going over the TCA cycle, which I've already gone through and I've been doing Anki cards for. So I'm gonna move on to some new material, and I've got about 2 hours until I'm gonna start getting ready to go to campus for PBL. So let's see how much I can get done.
Wait, am I?
Okay, so I'm on my way to campus right now. I feel like I did a lot this morning, but the thing about med school is no matter how much you do, you feel like you don't do enough. Like from 8 to 12, I basically did like all my Anki redos, which was a lot. And then I listened to a lecture. I did a Boards and Beyond video along with like the quiz, and I started the Anki cards. I did like 3 or 4 sections of reading. And so it felt like I did a lot, but then at the same time, it's like, I feel like I didn't even put a dent to what I want to do. It's like, again, like they say, drinking out of a fire hydrant. So anyway, I'm headed to campus. We're doing PBL, so it's Tuesday, which means my group gets a new case, which is exciting. Excited to see what it is. And yeah, I'll update you guys after. Okay, so I just got done with PBL. Really interesting case. It was about this lady. She had influenza B with rhabdomyolysis, which my group was leaning towards, which is awesome. She had like muscle aches. It was after exercise. She had dark urine, and so we're leaning towards it. So that's really good that we were in the right direction. And I have an SI at 5. But on the way home, I have to stop by the UPS store because my friends over at Motivate MD, who I've worked with in the past, they're awesome. They're doing amazing things for pre-med students. They sent me a package. All I know is that it's a plant, and I've been excited to see what kind of plant it is. So I'm gonna go pick that up and then hopefully have time to eat something, and then I'll have SI. So I'll show you guys once I get the plant what kind it is. I got the goods. There is actually a live plant inside this box. I'm so excited. They said, "We hope you enjoy this new little guy. We're always happy to support your love for plants. Thank you for being you. Instructions to not kill it. LOL. Water when the soil is dry." From Motivate MD. Oh. Okay, it took a sec. We had to take the paper and plastic off, but this is it. This is a ZZ plant. I've never had one. I'm super excited. It looks really, really nice. We have to figure out a name for him or her. I don't know. But that's so awesome. Thank you guys so much. That's so sweet of you. It looks so majestic. So after PBL today, I signed up to give a presentation on fatty acid oxidation, which is also the next thing I was planning on studying. So double dipping. So I had to stop studying because my neck started itching really bad. I was wondering why. And I went and looked in the mirror and like, I don't know if you guys can see, but like, I'm growing hair. Like, I don't think I've ever had hair that low on my neck. It usually stops like right past my chin. It doesn't go down like to my Adam's apple. And it's so itchy. I think I'm hitting puberty again. I guess that's the rite of passage of medical school. You just start growing more hair.
A boy turns into a man.
Okay, it's getting pretty late. I got distracted a lot, so I didn't really get done what I wanted to get done. But I did go through like beta oxidation, and I worked on my presentation was using Notability, and I think I might actually use Notability to present it. That's for Thursday, but it's kind of good to be doing it because it helps me study. But I'll have to kind of revisit it tomorrow and like format my presentation, which will be a good excuse to go back to the material again. But the goal is to get the rest of my stuff done if I can tomorrow, which is like 5 readings and like 6 Boards and Beyond videos. So it might leak into Thursday, and honestly, that's okay too. Gotta be a little bit loose with this since I'm still trying things out, but I need to go to bed because I'm exhausted, so I will catch up with you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. So the goal for today is to get through my first pass on all the content, go through the readings, the Boards and Beyond videos, and the Anki cards. It might be a little bit ambitious because I still have to do my presentation on beta oxidation, and I have class from 8 to 12, so I don't know how possible it's going to be, but that's at least the goal, so that's a good first step. But I'm going to get started on some Anki cards, and then I have class in about half an hour, so I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. All right, classes are done. Time to get through this list. All right, that video's done. Time to Command A and unsuspend all these cards. And there's only 33, so not so bad. Okay, so I'm starting to get a little bit stressed out, and I feel like I should talk to you guys about it. So I thought we were gonna have all day to study, right? And then there was a meeting at 2 I totally forgot about, and then there was a QRS session at 3, which is the question review sessions, and the whole emphasis was on practice questions. So I was like, I should go there and, get test taking tips. And the whole emphasis, like I just said, was on practice questions. And it made me realize I haven't even started practice questions. The exam is next Friday, and I haven't even started practice questions. I've been focusing on getting through the material, which has been so slow and cumbersome for me. And it doesn't matter if I don't know how to take the test, or I don't know how to go through NBME style questions because I haven't done any practice questions. And so I realized I need to do that. And so that started to stress me out a little bit that I'm not even at that point. And that's what they were talking to us about, tips for. And so I talked to another classmate. We're gonna start doing practice questions tomorrow, but then there's all these other materials, and it's like, which ones do you use? And it starts to stack up because yes, it sounds great to have all these practice materials, but then you have to figure out which ones work best for you, and you're always wondering, am I doing the right things? Am I using my time as efficiently as possible? Which right now I'm totally not. And so definitely started to feel a lot more stressed out. I feel better knowing that my classmate and I are going to start going through practice questions tomorrow. I've given myself until the end of the week to go through new content, not such a strict deadline, as long as I start practice questions tomorrow, because I think that's the most important thing for me right now. And I feel better kind of figuring that out, and also more stressed knowing that I should have been at that point already. And yeah, that's the thing about med school. You want to just study all day, but you have all these other obligations like presentations, that I have to give tomorrow at PBL, and meetings and all these other sessions, and it just kind of stacks up. You can't just study. Anyway, that was my rant. I feel a lot better now. I'm gonna get back to it, but thank you guys for listening. This should not have taken me this long.
Create a chemical structure called PRP. PRPP stands for 5-phosphoribosyl 1-pyrophosphate.
Okay, so I was doing some monkey cards and I looked outside and I totally forgot. I forgot to show you guys what the lights look like. So let me show you real quick. So this is what the lights. They look super nice. There was some extra, so I don't really know what I'm gonna do with those. But at least this side looks really nice. Nice and peaceful. Anyways, back to the grind. Okay, so it's about 11 o'clock at night. I went through some more like purine metabolism stuff, and hopefully tomorrow I can get through protein metabolism. Tomorrow's a pretty long day. I have Foundations of Clinical Practice class from 8 a.m. to 10, and then I've got PBL at 1, so I've got about a 3-hour gap to work on my redo Anki cards and maybe try to hit some new material as well. And then right after PBL, I'm meeting with a classmate to work on practice questions. So it's gonna be a pretty long day, but I think I'll feel a lot better tomorrow night. I'm also realizing that I need to study for anatomy at some point because I have a quiz on Monday. But that's a problem for tomorrow, Shaun. Right now, I just kind of want to go to bed, so I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. All right, good morning, everyone. I've got class in about 10 minutes. It's the Foundations of Clinical Practice class, and I really enjoy this class. Our professor's super engaging, even online, and I actually just look forward to it because it's pretty much our doctoring class. It's how we learn how to look like doctors. So yeah, really looking forward to it, and I'll catch up with you guys after. Okay, so I just got done with class, and today was actually really fun. So the focus was on taking a chief complaint, HPI, and review of systems, and we actually had actor patients in our WebEx call, and a couple of my classmates got to conduct a history taking with the patients while we were all watching, and we were able to chime in the entire class through the chat feature to kind of help them out and give them additional questions they should ask. And so it felt like we were all very involved. And it was super cool because that's essentially their first try at taking patient histories. And so Really fun, really interesting. I actually have to write an HPI on one of the patients now and submit it. And then I have a lot of Anki cards to do, all my redo cards. And I'm gonna try to finish those before I go to PBL at 1. And if I can finish them before then, I'll probably try to go through like another Boards and Beyond subject. So that's the plan for right now. We'll actually get to continue with those patients next week and conduct like another portion of the history taking, like the family history and whatnot. So yeah, anyway, I gotta get to work on this HPI and Anki card, so I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. This is the benefit of previously being a scribe. All right, I'm on my way to campus now. I still had like 26 Anki cards left to do. I didn't quite finish them, so that sucks, but it's okay, I'll do them later. But I've got PBL at 1, so heading over to campus should be fun, and then meeting with the classmate to do some practice questions after, so should be a pretty good afternoon. Okay, so I just got done with PBL. My PBL professor said she liked my presentation on beta oxidation, which is awesome, and we finished up our case. And so now I'm actually heading back to the apartment, and one of my buddies, one of my peers, is gonna meet me there, and we're just gonna spend the next few hours doing practice questions on Kaplan and Amboss, and we'll probably get some food too. So it should be a pretty productive night of practice questions and bouncing ideas off each other. Because I think I'm also at that state where I just need someone to converse about these topics with, because I've been just sitting at home studying. So I think it'll be really good. So anyway, I'll catch up with you guys later. All right, so my buddy DePaul just left. We pretty much spent like 5 hours doing practice questions. It was really exhausting, but it was really helpful. We got like an average correct score of 43%. So I know that sounds bad, but we're a week out from the exam. So I actually think that's pretty good, because that kind of gives us like an idea of where our gaps are. And a lot of the ones we got wrong, we were like, oh man, like we could have gotten this right. So like that's the whole point of practice questions this early, right? And so pretty good. We're gonna be back up at about 5 p.m. tomorrow. And even though it's like 11:30 at night, I told myself I would go through anatomy today. And so I'm gonna hold myself accountable and go through all 282 Anki cards that someone in my class made for our anatomy class. And that'll be a good pass through it. So I wish me luck. I'm gonna do that, and I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow morning. All right, good morning everyone. So the plan for today is to do some new material. I gotta do my redo Anki cards. I want to spend at least like an hour on anatomy, and then around 5, I'm gonna meet some peers at the school library, and we're probably gonna do questions for about 5 hours or so. So it should be a pretty productive day. Definitely excited to learn the new material that I came across in the practice questions last night that I was like definitely didn't really know much about. But I think having exposure to those practice questions, like when I learn the new material, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, like that's what that question was talking about. So it should be a pretty good day. I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. So I just finished a Boards and Beyond video on pyrimidine synthesis, and this was the first time that I downloaded the Boards and Beyond slides and annotated them while watching the video. And I feel like I retained so much more information this time than I did on previous boards videos that I've been watching. Previously, I was just watching the videos and then doing the Anki cards after, but now I feel like I was way more engaged. I wasn't like falling asleep while watching the video, and I really wish I was doing that this whole time. So I'm starting to see some improvement with Anki. I've actually brought my average down to 6.16 seconds per card, whereas it was like 10 to 13 before, so definitely making some progress. Time for a study break. All right, just got done studying some anatomy. Gonna get ready to go to campus. Abs is over here killing the editing because she's the best girlfriend ever.
Guys, I've been at this for like an hour, and I'm 5 minutes and 15 seconds in.
That's pretty good though, that's pretty good. Just got to campus, time to spend the next few hours doing practice questions, which is actually a lot more fun than just watching lectures and reading books. So pretty excited to work through some problems with my peers. So this one they're talking about the baby. He's vomiting, has jaundice, hepatomegaly, failure to thrive, vision impairment, right? The buzzword here is that he's switching from formula to whole milk. So like the only difference is something that would be in whole milk. I would think something along the lines of galactosemia. Yeah. When we think whole milk, we think lactose, and we think glucose and galactose.
Yeah.
And so I'm inclined to think that this is like galactosemia.
That's the one that's the one I was thinking of going with was C, but I wasn't.
Let's check it. Hey, got deficiency. Nice.
But yeah, it's good that I'm glad we're gonna do some more practice.
Okay, it's getting pretty late. I've actually been home for a few hours. I've just been playing some video games with some of the guys because, you know, when you study all morning, all afternoon, and all evening, it's okay to just take some downtime and relax. The question session with my friends from school was actually pretty good. We got a lot of questions done, and I feel like we learned a lot, we talked about a lot, And I actually feel a lot better than a couple days ago when I was getting a little bit stressed out because I hadn't done any practice questions, because I've done practice questions yesterday and today, and I already feel way better because even though there's a lot to learn still, I am also getting reassured by the things that I do know. There is a level of reassurance you get when you get to kind of use the information that you've been studying, and then you realize that you know it well enough to use it on practice questions. So yeah, I feel pretty good. The exam is in a week from today. And hopefully it goes well, and I will, you guys will see me study for it next week. But I think I'm gonna call this week's vlog here because it's getting pretty long already, and it's already Friday night, and tomorrow's just gonna be the same as today. I'm gonna wake up early, study all day, do practice questions with some of my friends from school tomorrow night. Plus I gotta edit this vlog tomorrow so I can upload it Sunday so you guys can see it. So yeah, thank you guys for coming with me this week. It's been kind of like a bumpy ride this week trying to figure out how to effectively study and whatnot, and it's just gonna get better from here, I already know. And so yeah, next time you guys see me, it'll be after my exam, and hopefully it goes well. I can't wait to keep you guys updated. So anyway, that's all I got. I'll see you guys next week.